Every moving car and every passing tractor trailer here on Interstate 81 in Schuylkill County was once the backdrop where Trooper Michael Becerra served for 20 years.
He was an extraordinary man and someone we cannot forget.
But these same roads became the ones that carried him to his final resting place. Trooper Becerra was hit and killed last month along the shoulder of Interstate 81 near Ashland while carrying out a routine motor vehicle inspection. Investigators say another tractor trailer veered off the road, striking Becerra as he worked. Now his death is prompting a bigger question. Are roadside inspections safe? Governor Josh Shapiro is telling the Commonwealth's top officials to rethink where those inspections happen.
I've instructed the head of the Pennsylvania State Police and the head of the Department of Transportation here in Pennsylvania to work together to make sure that on roads where our state troopers or any police officer have to pull people over or are conducting roadside work, that there be safe places for them to do that work, whether at a way station or some other off-ramp or pull-off.
For truck drivers, that danger is part of the job, especially here in Pennsylvania, where the state ranks among the nation's busiest for commercial truck traffic, according to the Federal Highway Administration. Drivers say the shoulder is the most dangerous place to be.
Oh yeah, like the truck moves and everything, you got to be very careful. Like if you're going to check something like a tire or something, it's very, very dangerous.
But for Trooper Becerra, the danger of truck traffic wasn't new. Retired Magisterial District Judge David Platchko worked with Becerra when the trooper would come into his courtroom in Port Carbon. The two shared a concern about safer roads, including the impact of truck traffic associated with the Brad's landfill near St. Clair.
Some of the trucks that were rolling into that landfill were just safety hazards, whether it be flat tires, chafed brake hoses, no brakes, 5 out of 10 operable brakes. Just earlier this month, a truck came into the landfill with no back wheels.
Platchko says Becerra believed Burma Road didn't have the infrastructure to safely handle that truck traffic, and says the landfill brought in more than 150,000 trucks from when it first opened back in 2019. That's more than 50 a day and over 1,600 a month.
It's commuter car road. It's not heavy traffic road, and it's a windy road. It's a windy kind of mountainous type of road, and he just would shake his head. He says, this is not going to be good.
According to investigators, Trooper Becerra had a garbage truck pulled over on the side of the road when he was struck and killed by another passing tractor trailer. There's no word on where that garbage truck was headed.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to think and say that our fears actually became reality.
Truckers know the risk goes both ways. Julio Mateo owns and operates his own rig. He claims to take extra precautions beyond the protocols.
If we get pulled over, we're not going to pull over like anywhere. Like it's a big vehicle. So we also try to protect other people driving around us. So we try to pull up in a safe area and where they can do their inspection, and also to protect them.
Chris Thompson drives through northeastern Pennsylvania almost every day for Frozen Food Express.
I've never been pulled out on the side of the road. It's always like in a way station, which I always think is safer. Should never be pulling people over on the side of the road.
Pennsylvania's review goes beyond just one crash. It also raises questions about the state's way stations.
There's a lot of way stations that I pass almost every day, and most of them are not being used at all, especially near like Harrisburg and stuff like that.
They are plenty, but they are not always open, which is great for us, I'm not gonna lie. But they're not always open, yeah.
Action 16 found there are currently 37 fixed site way station locations across the Commonwealth, with another one planned for Interstate 78 in Berks County. State police say no fixed way stations have been permanently closed under the Shapiro administration, but they point out way station projects are difficult and costly as they struggle to acquire necessary land. But drivers say it's a price worth paying.
Way stations, there's so much more room. They're able to do everything that they need to do with inspections. And on the side of the road, it's very unsafe. People can always get hit or something can always happen. It's not safe at all.
But those way stations don't operate around the clock. State police say their schedules are variable and flexible, allowing commercial vehicle enforcement to shift between fixed sites and roadside inspections. And state law gives qualified state troopers broader authority to inspect when they have probable cause to believe a vehicle, driver, equipment, or load is unsafe or out of compliance. Plachko says if safety is the goal, it needs to go beyond inspections.
Opportunity to do business in this Commonwealth should be suspended for serious violations, but absolutely revoked for repeated violations. I mean, that's the only way you're going to stop them. That's the only thing that so many companies anymore understand is the bottom line, is money.
State police say they're also looking at long-term changes while trying to make immediate changes like safer pull-off location for roadside inspections. They say in a statement, part, quote, working with PennDOT, the PSP is identifying locations where existing paved areas can be expanded to create safer pull-off locations for commercial motor vehicle inspections. The PSP is also exploring opportunities to repurpose portions of existing highway rest areas to provide safe locations for inspections away from active traffic. State leaders say one goal drives every decision. The same goal that weighs on those behind the wheel.
Because he has family, you know? We all have family, and we want to get safe back home, you know?
And I assured the Pajara family that that is something that we take very, very seriously, the safety and well-being of our state troopers, and that we'll be continuing to work in that space quickly to ensure that there are more safe avenues available to them to do this work along the side of our roadways.
And for Trooper Michael Pajara, a life defined by service. His legacy may now be measured by the lives now protected because of it. Melissa Steiniger, Action 16 Investigates.